Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in to another episode of On Foot Bassin'. Today's video is essentially just going to be of some fish caught at the Connecticut River nearby where I go to school. Um, so essentially, because of school and just college life and being busy, I haven't really been able to get out and fish all my spots that I like to fish in like a whole day. So this is just over a few different days during a couple weeks, and I just kind of compiled together some nice fish that I caught. There were some really good ones that I just forgot to film, unfortunately, that didn't make the camera. But before we get into the video, I just kind of want to mention the scenario. So the river I'm fishing, as I mentioned, is the Connecticut River, which is an approximately 410-mile long river system that runs from New Hampshire, parts of Canada, through Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and then literally just like cuts Connecticut in half and dumps into Long Island Sound. Downstream from the Windsor Dam, I believe, or Enfield Dam, Windsor, Enfield, I forgot what it is. It's like in Windsor, Connecticut. The river is 100% tidal, or from what I understand. And that's the portion that I am fishing. Now, when I say tidal rivers, I think a lot of people get excited and a lot of people cringe. The reason why is because the tides literally affect everything, and if you don't understand how that affects the body of water you're fishing and the fish that live in it, it can get kind of frustrating. So just to kind of, and I'll do a more in-depth video about fishing tidal rivers soon, but essentially what you need to understand is the tides and then how fish position regarding that, or in relative to the tides. What do fish do on dead low slack tide? What do fish do on high tide? What do fish do on incoming versus outgoing tide? How do they position throughout the river? Essentially, think of it this way. When that current's ripping, those fish, largemouth and even smallmouth, don't want to fight that 24/7. So a lot of times they need what you would call a current break. They need a pocket of water where that current is much slower than the rest of the system, or completely slack. A lot of times they like to sit near current so food can get washed down to them and they can run out and ambush it. But for the most part, they like to have that option to be protected. Now, you need to understand is that when that water is coming in, those fish usually position. So, how can I explain this? Those fish like to usually position the majority of the time in a way that's blocking blocking the current from directly hitting them. So if the current is going this way, and let's say there's a wall right here, or maybe some docks or a cove, a lot of times those fish will stack up on this area. So if the current's going this way, those fish will be on this side of the object. Okay, let me say that again. The current is going this way. This is an object. The current is hitting this side of the object hard. On this side of the object, there's a little pool of slower or slack water, and a lot of times that's where those fish like to be. Now, let's say a couple hours later, the water's going another way. You have that same object, that cove, that log, whatever. This side of the log is getting pounded by current now, and this side is filled with slack water. Just to give you an idea. That's essentially what you need to do. You need to change your positioning and try to look at certain spots throughout the river, whether you're actually out there on the water using Navionics or Google Earth, and try to think about how, when the current changes, how it will affect those spots. And definitely try to figure out. A lot of times I'm fishing shallower water in rivers, and really try to look at some forms of cover that will help to protect those fish from the strong current. All right, anyway, here you go. Enjoy the action.
something good. Ooh, nice smallmouth. There we go. Nice smallie. Ah, 6-pound test. That's a nice smallie, baby. Look at that thing. Nice fish. She's doing pretty well. Looks like her anyway. You know what? I'm gonna swing it. That's a piggy right there. Look at that thing. That's nice. That's a nice smallie. Hooked right in the roof of the mouth. 6-pound Hi-Seas line. Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god, nice smallie. Hell yeah. Look at that thing. That thing went nuts. Nice smallmouth. Look at that. The bass. He wrecked me. Got another one. Oh, it's a largemouth. Look at that. He ain't bad. Right in the same spot. He ain't bad. That one. Nice fish. There is another one. Jeez. Damn. They're like loaded back here. He looks short. Got a largie. Oh, he came up. What? There's a bunch of them back here, and they're really aggressive. There's a nice one. Nice little largie. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, it's pretty nice. He's about. Here we are at our next spot. Essentially, we have a boat ramp. It isn't really used all that often, but they do sometimes push in here when the water is a little bit higher than usual. There's an outgoing tide, so the river is going that way right now. And I going to throw Ned Ned Rig. Let's see where that takes me. See if we can get anything good. I've caught pike here, I've caught smallmouth here. Definitely the potential right now to get a good fish. A couple. Ooh, just missed one. Damn. Alright. Didn't feel like too bad of a fish either. Little smallie. Man, that thing got airborne. Little smallie. On old Ned. It's pretty though. I'll give him that. Grow big, buddy. Holy shit. God damn, look at the size of that rock bass. Oh my god. Dude, that thing is fucking ridiculous. Damn. Look at that thing, man. Holy shit. Smallmouth. Hello. Oh, he's not bad. That actually might be eagle fish. Alright. Yeah, just barely hits 12 inches. Bigger smallmouth. Oh my god. Stay on, baby. Hell yeah. That's 100% a keeper. Look at that one, right there on Ned Rig. Hell yeah. What the hell? God damn. Look at that perch. That thing's gorgeous.
So just want to add something quickly in. We're at the end of the video, by the way. When you do go into fish marinas, it's always the polite thing to do to ask people who work there or the owners if you're allowed to fish. Always respect the property. If you see a blatant sign that says no trespassing or no fishing in the spot, like, be smart. It's not worth getting a big ticket or going to jail for a silly fish. So just be careful, fish hard, everybody, and that's it. I'll see you next time. Tight lines.